Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into something that I, personally, find absolutely terrifying: driving. Just kidding, I love a good road trip. But in all seriousness, driving, especially when you're just starting out, can be a bit daunting. It's like trying to parallel park in downtown London during rush hour. Stressful. So, to help all you lovely new drivers out there, we're going to break down some of the most common mistakes beginners make on the road. And trust me, we've all been there. I remember my first time behind the wheel. I stalled the car at a red light, right as the light turned green. Let's just say the people behind me weren't too chuffed. But hey, that's all part of the learning process, right? So buckle up and let's get you driving with confidence. Alright, first things first, let's talk about mirrors. They might seem like a small part of your car, but they play a huge role in keeping you safe on the road. Now I know what you're thinking. James, mirrors? That's like driving 101. But hear me out, because there's more to it than just a quick glance. And you're right, it is basic, but you'd be surprised how many people forget this simple yet crucial step. It's not just about checking them once, it's about making it a habit. Think of your mirrors as your extra set of eyes on the road. They help you see what you can't with just your peripheral vision. Before you even start the car, take a quick glance at your rear view and side mirrors. Make sure they're positioned correctly so you have the best possible view. What's behind you? Is there a rogue shopping cart about to dent your bumper? Or maybe a kid on a bike? You never know what might be lurking just out of sight. Once you're on the move, keep checking those mirrors regularly, especially when changing lanes or merging into traffic. It's a small action that can prevent big accidents. It's like that old saying goes, objects in mirror are closer than they appear. This isn't just a quirky phrase, it's a real warning to keep you alert. And trust me, you don't want to be playing bumper cars on the highway. A little vigilance goes a long way in avoiding those fender benders. Even when you're stopped, say at a red light, give those mirrors a quick peek. It's not just about moving, it's about being aware at all times. You want to be aware of your surroundings at all times. This includes knowing what's happening behind you, not just in front. You know, just in case someone's attempting a daring escape from the car behind you. Or maybe there's an emergency vehicle trying to get through. You never know. Remember, those mirrors are your friends, not something to check your hair in. Use them wisely, and they'll help you stay safe on the road. Next up, we're tackling the dreaded blind spot. It's one of those things that can catch even the most seasoned drivers off guard. Now, this is something that even experienced drivers can struggle with. You might think you're in control, but the blind spot can be a sneaky adversary. Imagine this. You're cruising along, feeling confident, and bam! Out of nowhere, another car appears as if by magic. It's a heart-stopping moment that can happen to anyone. That, my friends, is the work of the dreaded blind spot. It's like a ghost car that materializes out of thin air. But fear not, because knowledge is power. Understanding your blind spots is the first step to conquering them. Your blind spots are those sneaky little areas on either side of your car that you can't quite see in your mirrors. They lurk just out of sight, waiting to surprise you. It's like they say, out of sight, out of mind. But in this case, out of sight could lead to a fender bender, or worse, a serious accident. So, how do we defeat these invisible enemies? It's all about being proactive and vigilant. Well, it's a two-pronged attack: mirrors and head checks. These are your best weapons against the blind spot. We've already covered the importance of mirrors, but when it comes to blind spots, you've got to go the extra mile. Adjust them properly to minimize those hidden areas. Before changing lanes, always do a quick shoulder check. This simple action can make all the difference. That means physically turning your head to look over your shoulder in the direction you're moving. It might seem like a small thing, but it's crucial. It only takes a second, but it could save you a whole lot of hassle. Imagine avoiding a collision just because you took that extra moment to check. And don't just rely on your mirrors for this one. They can give you a false sense of security. Remember, they can be deceiving. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear, and that can be dangerous. It's like trying to judge the length of a swimming pool just by looking at it. Your perception can be off. Sometimes you just gotta jump in head first. Take that extra step to ensure your safety. Okay, maybe not literally jump in head first when it comes to driving, but you get the point. Stay alert, stay safe, and always be aware of your blind spots. Now, we've talked about the importance of checking your mirrors, but what good are they if they're not adjusted properly? It's like having a tool that you don't know how to use. You might have the best hammer in the world, but if you don't know how to swing it, you're not going to build anything worthwhile. It's like trying to watch your favorite show on a TV that's stuck on the wrong channel. Frustrating, right? You keep pressing buttons, hoping for a miracle, but all you get is static. The same goes for your car mirrors. If they're not set up correctly, you're driving blind. Adjusting your mirrors might seem like a no-brainer, but you'd be surprised how many people get it wrong. It's not just about moving them around until you can see something. There's a method to the madness, and getting it right can make all the difference in your driving experience. And it's not just about vanity here, folks. This is about safety. Properly adjusted mirrors can help you avoid accidents, spot potential hazards, and make better driving decisions. It's a small adjustment that can have a huge impact. First up, the rearview mirror. This is your primary tool for seeing what's directly behind you. It's crucial for reversing, changing lanes, and keeping an eye on traffic. You want to be able to see the entire rear window, not your reflection admiring your driving skills. This gives you the best view of the road behind you, helping you stay aware of any vehicles or obstacles. No offense, but your driving skills can wait. The rearview mirror is not for checking your hair or makeup, it's for safety. We need to see what's going on behind us. Next, the side mirrors. These are your eyes on the sides of your vehicle, crucial for lane changes and merging. This is where it gets a little tricky. Unlike the rearview mirror, side mirrors need to be angled just right to minimize blind spots. You don't want to see the side of your car. If you can see too much of your own vehicle, you're not getting the full picture of the lanes beside you. Who wants to stare at their own car all day? Not only is it unhelpful, but it also limits your field of vision. Instead, angle those mirrors outwards so that you have a wider view of the lanes beside you. This helps you spot vehicles that might be in your blind spot. Now, I know what you're thinking, James. Won't that make cars look further away than they actually are? And you're right, they might. But that's the point. And you're right, they might. But that's the point. It's all about getting the widest field of vision possible. The more you can see, the better prepared you are for any situation. It's all about getting the widest field of vision possible. Think of it like this. You're a majestic eagle soaring through the sky. Think of it like this. You're a majestic eagle soaring through the sky. You need to see everything around you, not just what's directly in front. You need to see everything around you, not just what's directly in front. So, take a moment, adjust those mirrors properly, and give yourself the best possible view of the road. Your safety and the safety of others depends on it. Well, there you have it, folks. Those are just a few of the common driving mistakes that beginners make. Remember, practice makes perfect, and even the most experienced drivers had to start somewhere. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more driving tips and tricks. And as always, drive safe out there. We want to see you back here for more hilarious and informative videos. Until next time, keep those mirrors clean and those blind spots in check.